All right, guys, here we go. Dropping into Game 1 on Group F. Oops, why did that not work? The rocky shores of the North Sea comprise the setting for a titanic clash of enemy fleets. This is North. North is a 48 by 48 kilometer domination-style map with 3 cap points running a line from west to east. The A cap is on the left, B is in the center, and C is on the right. Cap A on the left is the most open and accessible on the board. There are plenty of ways in and out for destroyers and not many places for radar cruisers to hide nearby. As the smallest capture area on the board, the most common access to Cap B comes from due north or south, but there is a small access via a channel between the islands on the eastern edge. Further to the east, Cap C has a single island within that can provide some cover for ships attempting to capture, but there's enough island cover nearby to conceal radar cruisers from multiple directions. 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play North.
By the way, Raptor Detchester is saying, what's the code to see Raptor CV gameplay?
The code is you don't want to see that. All right, guys, here we go. Game 1. This is the winner's bracket. I believe I said it, or did I say it right a minute ago? We're in Group F. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yes, I did. We're in Group F. Excellent. So, RF coming to the dance. Conqueror, Kremlin, Double Des Moines, Salem, going all in on the American cruisers, backing it up with a Hindenburg and a Zao. Zao! And we saw them play Zao last weekend, I think, too. A Summers and a Shimakaze. It's almost like you read their minds, Zath.
Whoa, very interesting early contact coming in here.
Indeed.
These shells at Kaiser Kraken in the Des Moines. Kaiser Kraken is a very experienced cruiser player. We've seen him live through so many encounters where most people would have died. So Sub-Zero taking a big hit there also. So anyway, on Buenos Noches this time, team, we've got the Minotaur, John the Pickle, probably doing the same thing that we saw in the last round with Summers and Daring. Goliath again. So it's interesting seeing the teams trying these ships to see if they can work. Yamato as well, John the Impaler, coming in with another salvo on Sub-Zero in the Des Moines. Beautiful hit there.
Damn! What a hit, Zath.
What a hit indeed. And then we've got the Kremlin and another. We have 2 Goliaths and a Salem going off to the seaside of things. This is interesting.
Yeah, Buenos Noches going all in on Goliath, double Goliath. I'm really curious to see how this strategy works out for them. The other thing I want to point out, Zath, I don't know if you noticed, Kafi, or Coffee, or however the hell you say it, that's Rogue Fleet's Shimakaze. He was the last player to join the training room. So I think you're correct. I think they made an audible once they realized that all the long-range radar was off the board to pack that Shimakaze onto their team.
I mean, why not, right?
Can't disagree.
The only other thing that really, outmatches it would be a legendary gearing, at least in terms of, you've got the same visibility between the two of them, the same concealment.
Kaiser Kraken's position here at B, definitely coming in under some long-range fire from E.J. Roan's Hindenburg. See some I think those are Summers torps coming through the gap, but of course none of those will connect.
Yep. Kifri working his way up the A side with the Shimakaze, getting the early spots for everybody.
Yep, got some early contact here at B. Time to Metal's Daring and Saints fan Summers kind of trading spots here. Now, this could be bad for Time to Metal because Sub-Zero's Des Moines has him basically in really, I won't say dead to rights, but more Yamato shells coming in on Sub-Zero, down to 10K.
Wow.
John the Impaler doing brilliant work with those Yamato guns, just hammering this Des Moines early and pushing him back to where, while his radar is active, he doesn't have shots on Time to Metal. Oh my goodness, look at the crossfire. Well played.
Look at that shot, guys.
Well played by Buenos Noches. Yes. They pushed Sub-Zero back, and the Kremlin was waiting. Well done.
Fatality.
Yamato shells coming in on Get Rex Zhao. At least a full pin, but nothing critical there.
Not bad, not terrible.
While we've been gabbing, Buenos Noches has picked up the A-cap very quickly here. RF not really having anything in a position. There's no radar on that side of the board for them to do anything about it. The Shimakaze had some spots, but he's kind of back off the cap now. RF has sent quite a bit of force over to the 8, 9, 10 line. We see the Kremlin south of C backed up by Ossium's Des Moines, as who's this B-Ball's Salem kind of taking the whaler position over here, swinging up the 10 line. So this is kind of a long-term play, right? You send the Salem this wide, it's going to take time for him to impact the battle again.
Right.
5 minutes gone. Buenos Noches ticking up a cap. Rogue Fleet still trying to get into their first cap. Down about 150 points, but it's still early. Plenty of time for them to make a play, get onto a cap, change the status quo. But at the moment...
Oh, look at A.
Yeah, I was going to say...
Giffrey just got picked up on John the Pickle's Minotaur radar there.
Oh, Kafi is... Oh, is John in that smoke?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, they've got a radar Minotaur in smoke at A. It costs Kafi half his HP. More shells coming in. Yamato shells coming in for him now. Ooh, he might not survive this exchange, Zath.
Nope.
Certainly they've put him in a very, very bad position just because he's going to have to play super cautiously, even if he survives.
We've seen both teams now make that cardinal mistake of disrespecting radar because they said, LOL, no 12-kilometer radar, it's time to play.
Oh, they bagged the Salem, Zath.
Yeah, I see that now, all the way to their side.
Goodness, they bagged Buenos Noches' Salem. The Kremlin must have been looking for him. Look at that. Wow. I get the sense we're watching a clash of titans here, Zath. Both of these teams just so good. RF bagging C, literally shoving a Kremlin into the C cap to cap it. Kremlin staring at Kremlin now as Time to Metal's Daring is going to bag B finally because RF pulled the Summers away and sent him over to B. Sorry, sent him to C where he's now putting torpedoes into Drazen's Kremlin.
Yeah, but I mean, what a matchup right here between the two Kremlins. Just angry Russian death stare, right?
I mean, the second salvo, he's going to get one on the stern here. Did he get a flood? He did not get a flood. Drazen looks like he's basically just going to go for the ram. It's on RF to prevent this. Kremlin salvo going in,
clearing the island.
Yep, going in on Get Rexed Zhao. Not really getting anything out of that salvo. I don't think they can stop the ram at this point, Zath.
Nope.
They don't have anything in position. RF doesn't have any way to protect Kindness's... who's this? Kaiho? I'm going to totally blow this name. But they don't have any way to...
ram.
Yeah, they don't have any way to protect this Kremlin. He's going out.
Oh, and Saints fan getting detected there, losing half his health in that final salvo.
One last salvo from the Kremlin, hitting Saints fan pretty hard.
That's a good trade.
That Kremlin traded his ship for a lot of HP. If I'm him, I don't feel bad about that trade at all. Rogue Fleet kind of on the back foot here now. Both teams down 2 ships, but Rogue Fleet upside down a cap. About 200 points behind and falling farther behind. Not in a position to do much about it. They're going to have to try and rotate Saints fan back to B and make a play over there. They're in a really great position to hold C. I don't see Buenos Noches making a play for C at this stage. In fact, let's check they're not even really trying. They're kind of reorienting to make that a kiting flank here.
There's also the health disparity too. There's about 50,000, 60,000 health disparity.
Yeah.
Buenos Noches seems to be trading a little bit better.
Well, RF is upside down on health, partly because Double Goliath gives them some flexibility. They can soak up that fire and then print a new ship. Now, what's interesting, looking at Buenos Noches' disposition, Kaiser Kraken is leaving B. It looks like he's going to swing back over there where Time to Metal is and kind of set up alongside that island to try and help deny or slow a push from the east. But by doing that, they're leaving B open to Saints fan, who is already making revolutions in that direction. And if he wants to go into that cap and just help himself to it, they can't stop him now.
Right.
They don't have a radar long enough range to reach back over there and detect him.
Which is interesting because John the Impaler is putting himself in a position to get torpedoed in that eventuality.
It's possible. It does depend a little bit on how aggressive Saints fans wants to be here. They don't know where the Des Moines is. They have no idea. Now Saints fan might have RPF, right? He might have the ability to sense that Des Moines is not there anymore, but they don't know because they haven't spotted him. So this is a bit of a gamble, but I think in our position, it's a well calculated one. They're about to be down 300 points. They got to do something.
Right?
Right now, they don't even know where they don't have eyes on a single Buenos Noches ship right now. Not one. They can see nothing. They're kind of crippled at sea because Saints fan has gone back to B. Ossium and B-Ball are setting up to defend C and hold it, while Saints fan is kind of picking up B. Now, they've picked up the Yamato's spotter plane, so they know he's north of B somewhere. Saints fan now, is he radared?
Yes. Kaiser
Kraken came back.
In.
Kraken came back when we weren't looking. Look at that. I wonder if that was an intentional bait. Like they moved him off the cap just to see what would happen.
It almost seems that way because you could trick RPF that way.
Doesn't it? I think John's going to take some of these torpedoes. He's probably going to take at least one, just the way their salvos are staggered. I'll be shocked if he finds a hole to avoid them all.
It looks like 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, 9 minutes to play. Buenos Noches working a 300-point lead here on North. Looks like he's going to take 2. Oh. Just 2.
Just 1.
No, just the 1.
Just the 1. Nice handling by John there with the DCP.
Kudos to Buenos Noches, right? It looked like they were turning around to try and hold off a push, but then they pivoted. I didn't even see it because I was looking over RF's shoulder. I wanted to see what they were seeing. But I think Buenos Noches now realizing, look, all they have to do is sit here and hold caps, and they win. It's on Rogue Fleet to change the status quo somehow.
Right, they win in 3 minutes.
Yep.
Both RF destroyers are extremely low.
Yep.
So unfortunately, they're not able to really make any of those key plays that we typically see destroyers doing. Time Meadow putting himself in a position just simply to deny BCAP now.
Uh-oh. Yep, John the Pickle just got hard spotted by Cafe, excuse me. And here comes the radar. He's going to be able to dodge a few of these shells, but I think you're going to see the Shimakaze go off the board very shortly. Goliath
teamwork though. You see Jaime smoking him up right away.
Yep. Lots of shells coming in. Goliath shells, Minotaur shells, Summer shells, and yet he's still managing to dodge them all for the moment. Living a charmed life over here on 2,400 HP as he runs flat out due south.
Oh my god. I would love to know what this guy's potential damage was after this game.
Minotaur getting a few overpens there. Literally just a few Goliath shells will make the difference, but nope, he does manage to sneak away. While that was going on, Saints fan is back into B. He doesn't have a choice, basically. He has to put his ship at this risk. Looks like he just got radared. But
look at Time to Metal. He'll be okay.
Yep. Kaiser Kraken pushing Saints fan off the B cap once again. Saints was almost done capping. I think Saints, this might cost him his ship. Yeah. One shell will do it. It only takes one. There it is.
One shell would rule them all.
Yeah, that's going to seal the deal here. There's no way for Rogue Fleet to get back into this down a destroyer. Buenos Noches played such a great game. That early Des Moines kill, that battleship crossfire, killing off Sub-Zero that quickly was tremendous.
48 seconds remaining.
Rogue Fleet looking for a way in, but they just don't have it. There's not enough time. Even if they were to take B at this point, it doesn't matter. They simply can't. No. They have to get onto both caps. Keife is actually about to step onto the bottom end of A, but I don't think they're going to be able to get the Des Moines, that's Ossium, into B in time. And it looks like Keife is actually about to take a torpedo. He will, and that'll end the game. And there we go.
And I got a death pick.
Game 1 going to Buenos Noches. Why didn't that update?